SSN title case is about securing long overdue clarity for our people, our lands, our laws, but also the authority to make decisions. So when our rights and title are formally recognized, it also means that activities on our lands cannot proceed without our consent. This marks a shift away from the past, the consultation practices towards a relationship that's also grounded in shared authority but also respect. Formal recognition also confirms that our Indigenous laws have guided Secwépemc people since time immemorial and will be a part of how decisions are made. Our laws will stand alongside Canadian law, supported by UNDRIP, supported by our Secwépemc law, but also supported by our cultural heritage law, but also supported by our respectful decisions that we work together to respect yours, but also ours, and will be incorporated into that shared protocol, that shared agreement moving forward, and how we all benefit from. This is a major step toward restoring balance, but it is also ensuring that Secwépemc governance is also treated as equal, but also as legitimate. Major benefit to our people is the move toward a 50% revenue sharing model. And something our former chiefs consistently upheld, and that's only a fair path that is forward as well. This reflects the half and half, the vision that was also expressed in the Laurier Memorial, but also honors the commitments of our ancestors made when they welcomed settlers into the territory. The title case is about making this vision real. It is not symbolic, not inspirational either, but it is practical, enforceable, and it really translates into everyone benefits. And it also respects the history, but also ensures that the future for the future generations are also taking in those considerations and those decisions that are being made. And the scope of the title claim, it is significant, and I know that there's been a lot of misinformation. I will share that it has searched Secwépemc title over approximately 1.25 million hectares of the SSN traditional territory. It also affirms Secwépemc rights, and that means all of our collective rights, not just the Kamloops and not just Tk'emlúps and or our neighboring nations, because we all have our cultural connections and our deep roots to the lands that surround us and that we're a part of. But it also affirms our rights to decide the Tk'emlúps, it's our lands, the waters, the air, and how they're used, but also the right to manage those resources and to do that proactively, but also the right to benefit from them. And that goes for you, me, our communities, our residents, our members, and again, it's the future generations. So in short, the SSN title case, it is about restoring rightful authority. It is about strengthening our governance. It is also ensuring that our people benefit from the land in ways that our ancestors have always envisioned. It is not about taking land or homes from anybody. It is about resolving long-standing legal matters in a very proper way. It's about creating stability. It's about creating clarity, for governments, for communities, for homeowners, for private land homeowners, and members and neighbors. It is about creating stability and clarity for all. And this is how we turn tension to certainty. And uncertainty is definitely not a good path forward. We have to be in certain times. We're all have that entrepreneurial spirit. We all carry so much risk in all that we do. But knowing that if we all follow the same rules and respect one another,